Evening, everybody. Sorry about that, weirdness. I hope it wasn't quiet for very long. I stepped out to get a glass of water, but the remote batteries turn off if they're not in function for very long enough. Had to dig up the Wii U to get this all set up again, quite honestly. Where's my thing? Here it is. This game was so weird. Yeah, I'm still sick. Welcome, Ramirez. Pink Floyd. Alright, so let's see. How do I skip this? I can't skip this. There we go. Goodness, how many buttons did I have to hit? Oh, I was hitting the wrong button. You have a restraining order? Sora out here just living the best life. Which just involves not living in this world, but in a fictional one. Wait, oh, Autumn up here. I forgot. I copied the file. It looks like a lot of our save files have conveniently ended up in Autumn during Harvest Moon Month. I only have played this game twice since the last Harvest Moon Month, which is kind of a shame. But better than I expected, honestly. Granted, I stopped playing this game for a while because of the new Harvest Moon that had came out this year. It's okay, Sora. I'm still gonna... Oops. That's gonna confuse me because like the A button is in different spots on this controller than it is on a... I have to clean this up. It's got some scuffies on it. My little gold controller. So once I'm starting feeling a little bit better, probably by next weekend for sure, we will start moving into some newer Harvest Moon games. Or by newer, I mean new to the channel, rather than, you know, brand new ones. Because we've been playing the brand new one all year so far, on and off. I gotta familiarize myself with the... That's not what I meant to hit again. My muscle memory still defaults to Tree of Tranquility's control scheme, which, despite being a very similar game, their control schemes are slightly different, and it's enough just to bug me. So hopefully this will not be too difficult. Oh boy, there's a lot of... So what happens when I didn't mean to hit that. I believe my goal was to ship as much of... Oh, yeah. My goal this harvest period is to get the hero rank so that I can advance the story. That's what we were doing last time, wasn't it? So I'm just chugging along through Autumn, and we probably won't even finish it this stream. But I at least remembered, without having to look it up, what we were doing last. So how is the grind? But again, I saved half of my crops from summer and sold them in autumn, so it will still count for it. Anyway, how is everyone else doing today? I have been just kind of couch-ridden all day. I've been just bored out of my mind. I've been trying to write, and it's really hard to stay focused while I'm, you know, sick. It's hard to stay focused. I'm trying to get through this chapter I'm working on, and then as soon as I'm done with that chapter, I'm going to start doing different writing things, because if I stop I'll have a hard time going back to things. So I'm trying to finish rewriting chapter 4 of my story, and then I'm gonna try and write that short story based on the Death Road stuff to have myself a little break from what I've been doing. Yes, I remember. You were telling me that a little earlier this evening. Sora Sword. I think I might have shown off my sword on screen before. I don't remember where it is right now, though. But it's basically just a machete in the shape of a katana. And it's like it's with the orange color scheme. It's pretty cool. Okay, so... Oh, that's the blue feather. Okay. Okay, so hold on. Let me evaluate what's in my refrigerator. The Renaissance Festival. Oh, yeah, you were talking about the Renaissance Festival the other day. Last night in stream, actually, now that I recall correctly. Decent rice. Okay, so decent rice goes in here. Probably won't need much more for the rest of the game. That's decent pumpkin, decent eggplant, decent yams. Okay, so I'm keeping the decent level foods for myself. Good to know, good to know. Decent bell pepper, which I have here. Decent eggplant, which I have here. Decent spinach. Okay, so I'm just keeping the decent crops. Okay. Oh, I love my shoes. The little blue and yellow. So I don't know if I definitely have mentioned this before, but it's been a while, so if anyone doesn't remember, I actually still have never actually finished this Harvest Moon game myself. One of the few Harvest Moon games I've been playing that I actually haven't finished, I think, if I'm correct. Or in some capacity. Not funny. Plop that weed. That's a lot of HP gone with that. So a lot of our money is going straight back into crops that we're taking care of. But yeah, I've been trying to get my different writings done so that I can advance with different ones. I could be I'm just suffering from a little bit of a writer's burnout in terms of rewriting old chapters, because it's nothing new for my own brain. Oh, I don't like the fact that these aren't all grown. I don't like that at all. Okay. So I'm about to plant... Did I really get 30 rice to plant here? That definitely doesn't seem like something I would do. Okay, so I'll get 2 more things of spinach. Are Harvest Moons hard? I guess it just depends on your play style. They try to make the Harvest Moon games, I think, kind of grindy, just so they can make them last longer. I don't think they're just inherently hard per se. Some of them kind of can be. This one, not as much. I need 18. spinach seeds, buddy boy. Like, the newer ones are just pretty easy. They're pretty mostly relaxing and stuff. A lot of the older ones definitely were probably more quote-unquote difficult, but I never really found any of them to be particularly hard. I think some of them are harder than others in terms of, you know, trying to woo a girl or boy, depending on what you're playing. So there's that in one sense of it. Is Stardew more difficult? I think in certain ways Stardew is more difficult, but that's only because Stardew has more elements to it. Like, Stardew Valley has a lot more... I forgot how much I can water with the watering can. Because, like, there's actual combat in it, there's puzzles, there's more different types of ways to consider things. Animals aren't necessarily just as simple as feed and walk away. So it's a little more hands-on, I guess, in a way, a little less... I don't know. I think it's more complex rather than difficult, if that makes more sense to say. Because they're not hard games, but I think because Stardew has more going on for it, it's a little more to take in at first. Especially if you're not familiar to the genre. But I feel like it's not too much, too difficult. I've never really thought about the difficulty of Harvest Moon games, honestly. There are elements in it that are difficult, like it's more difficult to become friends with characters in these games than, say, Stardew. Stardew is a lot simpler. Like, you'd only have to give a character gifts maybe twice a week to maintain good friendship with them, but in these older ones, it's a grind. It's every day. Like, real-life relationships are not that grindy. Take out the N-Badumbles. Actually, I should take care of them first and then bring them out. That's how I do it in this game. I also think a lot of Stardew's elements are easier to understand for newcomers to the genre because it has so many more things going on in it compared to regular Harvest Moon. I don't know. I don't remember if this was the trouble last year of having just a lot of Harvest Moon games, so conversation can run dry a little bit. Funny thing is, the way the sidebars are on the Wii U, the chat box and junk almost don't go on the screen. Most of it's off the center. Oh no, that's fine. Oh, I have to get the milker. I forgot. This is not Wonderful Life. I need the milker. Sheep. Where is... Here we go. Let's see what we got. Beep, beep. Okay, so that's it for the animal caretaking for now. It's amazing I have all these different Harvest Moon games, and I feel like none of them are ever finished. I never finish any of these ones that I start, even though I never necessarily abandoned them. Though one could say Tree of Tranquility was more or less abandoned, as well as my Rune Factory Let's Plays, but that's because Rune Factory became difficult for me to record after a while. Like, I still like it, and I want to come back to it at some point. Like, if I have time this month, I would love to actually try and do it this month. That'd be kind of, I thought that'd be kind of cool of return to form. As long as my, software still works. I'd hate to record a whole stream, a whole bunch of episodes, and then not be able to have a way to edit them. But I don't. Is Rune Factory that long? Honestly, not really. I just haven't... They are RPGs, though, in a way, so... Well, maybe what I'll do at some point this month, I can start streaming Rune Factory 4. I've never touched that game before, and unlike my Let's Plays of Tides of Destiny and Rune Factory Frontier, Rune Factory 4, other than random tips and things I heard that I don't remember, I've never actually touched the Rune Factory 4 series game. Blah. Which is why I picked it up. Get that in here. A lot of Herbies. Alright, I think I'm good. Anything else? I think I'm good. To be fair, you know, it's kind of weird. When I used to play these games as a kid, and I guess it's kind of sort of story time, I think I lived out a lot of my fantasies of, you know, having someone around. I mean, I think when I got into these games a lot, I was definitely a somewhat lonely kid, especially when it came to, like, especially when it came to companionship. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. So I always kind of use these games to escape life, and then life would usually get its claws stuck so deep in me that it became difficult to really escape life at that point. So it wasn't really a situation that really could be handled that great, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So I think in those times when I was younger, I played a lot of Harvest Moon games as a kid. It shaped what I was interested in girls and people. I don't know. I always thought for the longest time I would actually want to do that in real life, and I do technically kind of would like to if I had the chance. But, you know, maybe that's the reason why it's been hard to go back into these games and play them as long, because I used to play some of the Harvest Moon games for a very long amount of time. I'd play them for several in-game years, whether or not I was married in those games. Just living, you know, my own little pocket of life and everything like that. And maybe that's why it's so hard to go back into them and stay, is because, life, you know, the real life is out there, and it's hard to devote so much time to a life that isn't real. So it's like, a lot of these games, I really see the end goal is just getting married, having the kids, and then that's it. Whereas as a kid, I would be playing these games until I literally couldn't play them anymore. I definitely wouldn't mind living a farm life, honestly, I think. It's definitely probably not what I expect it to be. But, it definitely probably sounds like it could be fun. Not to make that confused with, say, an Amish lifestyle or anything, but, you know, even in today's society, farming is still an important part of our society. We don't stop suddenly eating food just because the times have changed or whatever, you know. Like, I'd still like to have hobbies like streaming and stuff like that, but I wouldn't mind, you know... Though I know doing it as a profession is way more of a massive undertaking. It's not something small and cozy like this is, unless you're living one of those small country lives where you're just making your honest living and whatnot. But even then, I feel like in this day and age, it could kind of have its charm, you know? If that makes sense. Onward we go, Hotenko! Hotenko is so much faster than the other farm animals when it comes to riding. I forgot all about that. Besides, I mean, a lot of your livelihood would probably hang on the balance of things like weather and, you know, as long as crops grow properly. But, you know, it'd be a job like any other, but you probably wouldn't have as much of awful society to deal with being a farmer. You probably could, honestly. I'm not exactly sure how it would work, but I'm sure there are people out there in the older countries that could probably, in whatnot, old country, that can probably still do it. But I don't know anyone in particular who has. Especially because nowadays, you need so much more for living and things nowadays. Oh, excuse me. I feel like I need a nice hot shower. Or bath or something so I can zone out. I believe the last time we streamed, we actually had a date. With our girl, Renee. Hello. Tomorrow they're having a circus at the church grounds. I wonder what it'll be. Hope they have a lot of animals. Oh, right, I can't get advance the circus stuff right now without stuff. Anyway, you like eggs, right? Oh, thank you. Okay, it's chicken eggs. The general John with truth with terrible guard. That was not the correct way to start a conversation. Shame on you. How's it going, Ice? Worth it. Get Rick rolled. Dot Taco time. I would say Taco Tuesday, but it's Sunday night. We're only here streaming tonight due to the fact that I called off work like a loser. Because I'm, you know, still sick. I've spent a portion of my day just cleaning up flowers in Animal Crossing and trying to do some path work on it. And before I know it, like an hour had passed. I'm like, am I really just sitting here selling flowers and doing nothing? I didn't know what to do. I had no motivation to do anything. I'm not exactly sure why they did the camera the way they did. Honestly, if anything, that's like the biggest complaint with this game is like it's the fixed camera angles. It's like not a fan of how they are in this game. Oh, I know what I was doing. You got sick? It's actually a good point. I haven't seen Ice in the last few streams, have I? Yeah, Ice hasn't been here. Wait, what? Bro. OnlyFans? One, why would you sub to an OnlyFans of mine in the first place? And two, I think you following someone else there, buddy boy. You missed Friday, not me. That's true. I was not feeling up to that on Friday, so that's my B. Wait, why did I oh, I did come back. I literally just about asked, why did I come back here? And then I remembered I was coming back to go into the forest to get lost. Enjoy some of the autumn moments. The other game has nicer... Yeah. It's time to sing the praises of A Wonderful Life. See, this game's got more of a cel-shaded style to it. Never gonna give you up. Oh, I'm not surprised. The colors are nice. I'm not a huge fan of the limited camera. I'm not exactly sure why this game did it. Tree of Tranquility did the same thing on the Wii. Maybe it was a Wii thing. I don't know. Goodness. I don't think that's the way I normally do it. The new ones like that? I mean, I guess it kind of is now that I think about it. It's got its own fixed cameras, but at the very least, you can go in the first person and look around. But the angles of while you're walking around are all kind of a slightly over top angle as well. Which I'm not exactly sure why they've been on that kick lately. Is it because it offers the most, I actually don't even know if I need any stone or wood for anything. I'm just collecting it because I don't know what else to do. I'm not using classic instruments. Wait, what? Sora got timed out? What happened? I didn't do it. I also just like don't like the way the passage of time works in this game. It's like it's just so slow. I say that every single time I play this, though. I'm sure people who watch these in post are probably driving crazy by how much you do it. But that's assuming people still watch this in post, honestly. I don't even know why I'm chopping the stump. There's no point for a piece of wood. Those. Makes sense, actually. One from Gake, one from me. Oh yeah, that was when you were testing out powers. And Gake gave Sora a sub as an apology. Which really only... Oh, gosh, why do I feel so sleepy all of a sudden? Oh, that's right, my mom gave me freaking, some kind of medicine. She said it'll probably make you drowsy. I'm like, where's all this exhaustion coming from? I'm like, oh, well, this isn't good. Onward, Hotenko! We ride! Through the fire and the flames, we carry on. This just in, a streamer falls asleep on the stream during Harvest Moon Month Festival Extravaganza. Catches even sicker because fell asleep outside. Any minute now, that's such a kick. There's a song. It's also not that cold in here compared to last night. It was much colder in here last night. Goodness, how awkward did that be where I actually have to end stream because second only to Pepsi. Gotta step on the gas, Brody. Oh, circus. It's gonna be the church grounds. Okie dokie. Haven't gone lately. Do you think there'll be a lot of animals? Well, most of them are there. I think. Yo, that guy got his poncho. Well, that's not a poncho. He's wearing a vest over top his plaid. Yo. There's a circus on the church grounds tomorrow. Kathy usually ropes me into going. Excuse me. Put that axe away, bro. Gonna kill someone with that thing. I don't have a fishing rod. What am I doing over here? I need to be over here without a fishing rod. Hello? The locales in this game are actually really pretty, especially for Wii graphics too. Like the Wii had its problems, but it gave us some pretty good Harvest Moon games. It is a little weird to go from free gate camera control and A Wonderful Life on the GameCube to restrictive camera control on the Wii, and then obviously Onward. But you know, I don't necessarily need to be as friendly with the people anymore. Goodness, oh my gosh, what is happening to me? That is not the button I thought I hit. Is it this button? No, that's not it. It's not this one, is it? Nope. Oh, it's that button. Oh my goodness! Stop! I'm literally super. Oh. One more sleep spell. We've almost got it. I won't even get through one day. Candace, Luna, Shelly, Jen, getting some high-ish. They're probably going down because all these people are so freaking high maintenance. Maybe. I don't know. I don't remember. They're probably going down. Renee and I are practically twins. Oh, I mean, all day, every day. I swear, all these fakers are just so high maintenance. It's like, come on, guys. I can't give you presents every day. This is why I don't like a lot of modern Harvest Moon games. Like, it just... all these people, they just constantly need freaking love and affection at all times. Like, they're as needy as I am, but like, Goodness, that's what I mean. It's always a freaking chore just to have friends. That's how it's supposed to be. Not like this, anyway. Hello, Candace. Hello. Tomorrow's the circus. I have memories of being scared of large animals as a child. Just taking advantage of you from me for myself. Now isolate. Knock it off. I can never find enough stuff to do in this game. 'Cause time moves by so slowly. It goes so slowly. That yawn was so tough it hurt my chest. Goodness. I need some coffee. And I need to kick Morgana out of here. You should sleep. Please stop. No. And I thought I was a big boy. I'd just be like, nah, cough medicine or whatever that stuff is. That ain't gonna make me sleepy. Nothing ever makes me sleepy. I refuse to sleep most of the time. You know, I just don't need it, you know, half the time. I never can sleep when I want to sleep, but I'm always tired when I want to do something, and it's just the circle of life, and it just always happens that way. It's like you're 1 minute you're busy playing a video game for singles of people, and then the next minute you're face first asleep on the desk. I swear, I laugh at myself if I somehow get so groggy that I fall face first into the desk. 'Cause that'll hurt. It's a glass desk. It'll hurt my face. Honestly, I'd probably laugh even more if somehow it shattered the desk, but I'd laugh in hindsight because I'd be too busy being upset and probably covered in glass and maybe bleeding from a situation like that. I'm not cutting the stumps. I ain't being that much of a good Samaritan. I ain't gonna cut the stumps. It's not like Animal Crossing. Put spikes on it. Now, Ice, I'm starting to think you're out here rooting for my demise. I'm not exactly sure why you're trying to do this to me. You just want to take my success that I don't have. But you see, you're going up small. You gotta start small potatoes, and there ain't no smaller potatoes than me. I tell you right now. There we go. That's all 8 wood pieces. I've just hated how much it'll convince your body not to let you sleep. I get it. That makes some sense. I really hate how grindy a lot of Harvest Moon games get nowadays. It's like, why are games still grindy nowadays anyway? It's like, we have fun, but it's like, we don't know how to make that fun last a full retail game experience, so we gotta pad it out with arbitrary grinding that's more difficult than it needs to be. Like, who cuts down a tree and only gets 6 to 8 pieces of wood out of it? I mean, I guess the wood is technically lumber, but, you know, inherit my V-Bucks? Ah, okay. Welcome to 90% of gaming. Exactly. As a kid, you don't notice it, because it's the same horse crap from the day you're born to the day you die. The gaming doesn't have to be this way. You don't have to grind in Mario or Legend of Zelda for them to be good games. Why is it that some of my favorite genres of games have some of the most ridiculous padding known to man? I'm like, look, it's Harvest Moon. I don't need to play it for infinity. You don't need to keep, because I'm not gonna. Especially if that was the case, you should just make one game and just keep adding to it, like what Stardew Valley does. That's exactly what they do. Brain turned off games. I mean, there is a thing to be said for games that provide the grinding experience just to have something for your brain to do while you're not paying attention. But then it's like okay, no more of that. Let's me get out of the forest. Because honestly, my brain is not fully on right now anyway. Somnia. It's and see, there you go. Somnia is kind of like basically more visual novel than even Ace Attorney is, because at least even Xenoblade, the perfect video game on the face of the planet, has grinding. It's like you can't escape it. Xenoblade's grinding is actually pretty rough too. Not like super bad, but you know, if you're trying to do everything in it. A huge protected spike. No, Sora. You silly so-and-so. Bug Fables is great. That's true. I'm still waiting on mine to come in the mail. I don't know when it's gonna get here. I'm just saying, your game doesn't need to have padding in it if it's a good game. Like, you don't need like, not all games need to be like a bazillion hours for them to be good. Like, you can be good and only have, like, I don't know, like, you guys saw I was playing Pumpkin Jack this month, and honestly, that game could have done a little bit longer. That game was great without, you know, having any padding in it, really. RPGs don't need to have padding. At least not in the main game. You want to have super secret optional bosses that give you a really good challenge and stuff. I mean, I'm starting to sound really, really weird. And I don't know how I feel about it. Everything has grind. My flight or fight response activated. I went into flight mode. Sora, go fly! Fly, web. Up, up, and away, web. Alright, let's get all the animals in the house. Now. No, go back. Go back inside. I only have fight or fight. If you come up behind, isolate, and spook him, he's gonna sock it to you. No mercy on your soul from isolate. That's the ginger code. You gotta execute with... what is with my house wallpaper? What kind of self-respecting woman is gonna marry into this house wallpaper? I'm doomed. There's no way on this earth I'm gonna get laid with that wallpaper. It's just not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. I don't get it. I don't know. Let's see. What are these? Iron axe, iron fishing rod, iron basic sickle, basic hoe, iron hammer. I need to upgrade some things. Is that... I really only have 7 silver? That's not really that good. Basic hoe. Of a diabetic gamer. This is what happens when Isolate eats all his Halloween candy in 2 days. Sora doesn't like spiders. You should have got your sword out, Sora. Teach the spider who's boss. You're starting to look like that pretend prologue protagonist that actually isn't the real protagonist. Because you got scared of the first thing, and then you go into chapter 1 as a different protagonist, or some nonsense. I don't know what I'm trying to say here. Goodness, I'm just trying to ramble so I don't fall asleep. Stay awake. Stay awake is my #1 mission. Sora, where do you live? Where someone has to make a rule that there's no swords in the bathroom. Like, what? I'm sorry. If I am a warrior, I own a sword. It goes with me everywhere. Like, you don't want to sorry, think about it. You don't want to go in the bathroom and then say all of a sudden someone breaks into your house. If someone breaks into your house and you have to leave that toilet with there ain't nothing in the bathroom that's gonna save you unless you go out without pants and your home invader takes pity on you for coming right up out the toilet to deal with this situation. You gotta be strapped. You always, it's like Sakurai said, always be strapped for these hoes, man. Sakurai don't leave home without his diamond sword and his pickaxe. Oh, no. You gotta always have your sword ready in Ohio. You always stay strapped or get clapped. Sakurai. That's his quote. Louisiana. Oh boy, the deadly toilets in Louisiana. We've learned new lore. Stuff don't play in Ohio. You live in Ohio, you've got to be strapped or you're gonna get clapped. I don't have it with me right now, which I probably should because I literally just said what I said. I have a freaking combat knife, like freaking Solid Snack would use, and that sucker rip into a body. Cost me $15. And to stay strapped. You know, it's gonna be important one of these days. If I ever go out into the wilderness, you're gonna be strapped. If someone comes into my house, tries to break into my house when I'm in the toilet, I'm gonna come out there, no pants, and pull out the combat knife, and they're gonna be in trouble. Wait, you can't. Wait, okay, I guess your house is warrior class only? You have a sword, but you can't have a knife? I mean, I guess, okay. I guess to be fair, that if someone was just to fiddle around with a sword, you'd be less likely to hurt yourself because the chances of you fooling around with a sword are much less likely than the chances of you holding on and playing around with a knife. Because, you know, knife's something you can hold in your hand, it's small, you could do stupid stuff with that. You could hurt yourself. I went on a rant. I should have just had it unpaused and ranted. And I wouldn't have lost anything of value because this game moves so slow. Welcome to Harvest Moon Month, everybody, where I'm completely out of my mind. The whole first half of last night's stream was pretty deranged, for the most part. Okay, here comes the coughs. Sora's household rule: only freaking warriors allowed. No thief classes allowed in Sora's household. It's the law, apparently. Though every good swordman always carries a second weapon. You lose your sword, you don't want to be clapped. You gotta always stay strapped. You pull out that dagger. You pull out that cleaver. You pull out that freaking poison blow dart. You pull out freaking throwing dart. You pull out a geisha fan. You pull out, I don't know, you take your gloves off and go claw them suckers. I mean, you gotta be ready. What? Go to bed, you're drunk. You pull out. Oh wow! Now if you're a spell sword, you always be strapped. You always strapped for when you are spell sword. Not a lot of games let you be spell sword, or whatever the heck they certain games call it. Octopath calls it Rune Blade. That's the words that I was hoping to find, which is difficult when I can't coherently think. It's a good thing I did stream then. I don't really normally get sick. Healing magic, not Sora, you gotta take a book from the Ramirez page of clerics. You gotta have some righteous anger. You just pull out holy magic and take them down. I don't think you could probably learn holy magic, Sora. Your entire character is sacrilegious. You're killing gods all the time. I mean, unless you're a servant of the Lord killing false gods, then I don't think you could even have holy magic. But you're also like half Ender person, half vampire. I don't think a holy anything in your arsenal even makes sense. Honestly, I don't even know how you have healing magic. I mean, I don't know, honestly. The Witcher? I have to play The Witcher, so I don't know much about him. I know that he's really cool, but I don't really know. Healing and holy are not mutually... I mean, that's true. Usually healing magic kinda is, but not healing itself. Like, for example, let's use Octopath as an example, because we're on the sort of subject of that somehow. Don't ask me how, but that's where we are, at least in my own messed up cough syrup brain right now. But, like, Ophelia, she's got the holy magic, and, she has the power of the heals through the power of Christ that compels her, and that's a good thing. We got Alvin, and he's a healer. He's probably a better healer than Ophelia, because he has the power of drugs on his side, and an axe. So, I mean, like, amputation, he's a doctor. He doesn't care about the word of God to heal. He doesn't believe in faith will heal. He believes in, if I can't fix you, I'm going to kill you, type of thing, and he'll do it. And Alphen scares me a lot, because he's about as normal as a person. So if I can't help you, I'm just gonna put you out of your misery. Yeah, I wouldn't trust a doctor with an axe. That sounds like something you'd see on the Death Road to Canada. Kind of sound like that guy. Have you never played or seen Octopath, Sora? That was actually one of my favorite games on the Switch for the longest time, until it stopped being Switch exclusive because Square Enix likes money. You have never seen or played it? You should pick up the demo on your Nintendo Switch trademark, and I actually need to put all these animals back inside and feed them inside, because I need to milk and harvest and all of that, and they need to be inside for that. There is a demo that lets you play how much does the demo let you play? It lets you play a lot. You could keep resetting the demo and play all of the beginning chapters, and if you like it, there you go. It's actually probably pretty easy to get a hold of nowadays. It's as an RPG, where for me the combat is really fun and the job building stuff is really fun too. It's fun to mix and match the jobs. My favorite combination is taking Primrose, who is mostly support character, and either giving her healing powers, so she is the ultimate support character because she can do buffs and debuffs and healing all in one character, or if I'm feeling feisty, I can make her a freaking black mage as well, and she can destroy everybody because somehow Primrose is, like, low-key one of the most powerful witches or sorceresses in the game, and no one understands how. Ice is like, how did you do that? I don't know, I just played the video game, and yes. Look, I need to make sure I don't fall asleep. I honestly, I don't actually know how much of that is me trying to be silly. I'm not necessarily trying to be. I'm just... Half of me is, my brain is like, just keep talking, don't stop talking, and we'll just see what happens. This is the content, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, the champion! She's your main character. She might have been overleveled, but at the same time, I don't know how the stat spread worked. I don't know. She still managed to be fine. I enjoyed that game. Primrose was a great protagonist. Breaks house! Don't break my house! Oh, boy. Oh, you frosty duck! In my vegetables! It is you! It's always you, Frosty! Why do you do this? Always eating my vegetables! Yes, you! Yes! Oh. This baby can hold so many ducks! I keep ducking off to the wrong side of the screen. No vegetable bag! My desk destroying my PC setup. I legit have that fear too, because my desk is made out of glass. Like, if it got too cold, I feel like the glass could literally shatter, and I come out one day, and it's a mess. Let's go, Hotenko! We need to ride. You have a ticket to ride, and I don't care. That is how the song goes, right? Right? I think. My brain is on complete autopilot. I am just rambling, and I'm not aware of what I'm doing in the game. My subconscious, like, here, bro, let me have the controller. You just keep doing what you're doing. I'm like, all right, bro, I'm busy. Just don't stop me now. I'm having a very good time. Just talking to my friends here. Just this is what I'm here. Keep talking. I'll tell you when to stop. Well, good. I'm glad someone's looking out for me. I'm glad someone is, because I'm clearly not. Can't find the demo? Wait, did they take the demo down? Did they take the demo down? Oh, good girl. Good boy, Hotenko. You're a boy, actually. Is Hotenko a girl in this game? I think all the animals are girls in this game. I don't know. You're a boy to me, Hotenko. I know that's not how gender works, but, you know, it's okay. You're gonna be fine, buddy. I don't want to say something I regret. Usually, people get a pass. This is kind of how I was the very first. I don't have any. This isn't good. Okay, well, you know what? I'm really good at making tea, so I'll just make you some tea, Honey Bunch. That's like... Yo, she loves the tea. Thank goodness. But, the circus will start in the evening. I've always looked forward to this day ever since I was a child. I've looked forward to you ever since I was a child. That doesn't make any sense. This is kind of how I was the first time I was, here's the, okay. Here's the thing, I've never actually been, I mean, you might be surprised, or maybe not, I don't know. I've drank on the stream before, the little shot bottles, and I have one in the refrigerator, and I feel like mixing, cough syrup in a whiskey bottle probably isn't the greatest idea, but is it bad that I want to go and try and do that anyway? It's like a peanut butter whiskey. It's like it burns for like 3 seconds, and then I get the nice aroma of peanut butter in my mouth for a good period of time afterwards. I took it to try and force down some citrus medicine that my mom made that tasted worse than alcoholic moonshine. It's for like grizzled war veterans. Yo, I have the body build of a grizzled war veteran where I'm like a grizzly bear. So you'll get way too buzzed to stream. Dude, all of my thick weight keeps me from getting too drunk. Is that what you were on? I don't know what I was on when I wanted to make love with Pikachu. I don't even like Pikachu that way. Or anyway, really. I'm not really a Pikachu fan. I don't hate him. I just don't have any positive or negative feelings toward him. He's a little overhyped. He's a little overdramatic. He really needs to go home and call his mom every once in a while because he's gotten too big for his britches. He needs to remember his roots. It's always call your mom, kids. Don't forget to, because they're important. Unless, of course, they're awful or they abandon you, in which case, don't call your mom. Call someone else. Call for help. It was a night of fashion. I need carrots! I need more carrots. Okay, how many do I need? 9, 18, 27. I need 30 carrots. That's what my 30 bags of rice were for. Now it all makes sense. I was buying them to plant instead of carrots. Now it all makes sense. How many do I have now? I have 12. So 12 plus what is 30? That's 18. 12 plus 18 is 30. That's math. And I need to go get 18 more rice seeds so that I may plant rice in the garden. See, I can play this video game. I can do it. See, here's the thing. I don't actually know how much of this is my consciousness deciding this. Because here's the thing. I keep trying to tell this story. And kids, don't do as I say, not as I do, because that's what my dad always said when I do something. When I would try to do something stupid that he did. I'm right. Can't stop me. I need 18. 18. That's the number, and there's the A button. It was the one time, because the thing is, whenever my friends, and this was back when I was recently broken up with my first ex, and whenever I was desperate to hang out with her and appeal to her at any point I could, so I would do literally anything to spend time with her and try to be the cool guy to be what she wanted me to be, or at least of what I thought she wanted me to be, so that way she would want to be with me. Or those are the words, right? Yes. And so it's pretty sad. It's pretty pathetic. Yes, you know. So anyway, that's not important. The important part is so one of the things that we always did. We didn't always do. We did. She was on it for a while. She started getting into drinking, sort of, or she was starting to experiment. She was one of those type of prudes that never did things like that before, and so she was starting to experiment with drinking at like 25. I think it was 25. I've lost track of the years, And, so whenever our friends would get together and drink, I was always, like, the designated driver, or whatever. I was the sober one, because everyone else, liked drinking more than me. I don't like drinking. Experiment, you say? I didn't like drinking. I could partake in some drink. So, basically, it's not really all it's cracked up to be. I'm not a huge fan of drinking. I like to take tastes of it from time to time to experiment and to try new things. I'm not an alcoholic. I don't really see what that does for anybody. Spoilers, it doesn't do anything. It just makes you sad. Maybe. Probably. I don't know. Point being, because of my girthy nature of myself, I actually have a... said the drunk... It's cough syrup. It's not the same thing. But, I normally, whenever I would drink, it's like, it'd just be like little drinks, little taste, but because of my thick nature, I don't get drunk, because, yes, stop! Guys know I'm fat. Please don't make it work. Down here we say thick. So I don't get drunk easily. I don't think I've ever successfully been drunk, wasted, or whatever words you would prefer to use. Drinking makes you drinking might make you funny. It's not a guarantee. Butter, that's butter over there. No way! It's water. It's water. Anyway, but one time, because everyone always felt bad that because I was always a designated driver, I couldn't even try to get drunk, and the times I had tried before, it never worked. So, there was one time that, my group of friends decided, and I decided, it wasn't like them forcing me or anything. I forgot to go get the fishing rod. I'll be right back. But, they decided that I wanted to try to finally get drunk one time. So Wendy decided that she would be the driver that time of that group. And it was mostly just me, her, and one other person. And, and they decided, it was my turn. So, because, I never get to have any of that kind of fun. And, I tried it. I tried that whole evening to get drunk. I had 5 beers, a couple, not like 2 or 3 shots of whiskey or something. I don't remember. There was Fireball involved. I hated it. And probably something else. And I never got drunk. At least I don't think I did. I got to a state kind of similar to this, where I literally would say whatever the heck came to my mind. And it's like my brain would think, you probably shouldn't say that. That's probably a moment that you would want to have your filter installed for, so that way you don't, fly off the handle and say something to someone. And the thing is, my filter was technically still working. It was still there. I wasn't that far gone, but the problem was my filter wasn't working as fast as my mouth was. So I was literally saying things, and my brain was thinking, hold on, I probably should wait to say that and evaluate of whether or not that's a good idea to say. But it had been too late. I already said it. So, oh well. But the thing is, I don't remember if I was doing that on purpose and using the alcohol as an excuse to just say whatever the heck I wanted to, or if it was actually my brain working fast, my mouth working faster than my brain. I don't actually know if it was. There's so many clams out here. I don't know if it was intentional or not. I don't know. And even if I was thinking I should use the alcohol as a distraction to do it, I don't know if that was a conscious decision or if that was a fly off faster than my brain can process decision. And I'll never know to this day. And one of the things I said to my ex at that little party or whatever we were doing, it was just a little get together after work one day. And I just kind of flat out said to her, I'm like, you know, you're always so mean and rude to me, and I'm always so nice to you and trying to do nice things for you, and I just don't know why you treat me so badly. That's what I said to her. I said it plain-faced, frank. No, nothing held back. Wasn't like emotional. It just kind of flew out of nowhere. And I don't know if I had said it on purpose or if I said it without thinking. I don't know if I said it thinking I could get away with it. I don't really know. I just flat out said it. I wasn't mean. I just stated the facts. Because I don't know. And all I remember is she had absolutely nothing to say. I don't remember what she looked like. I don't even know if I was looking at her when I said it. I think I might have just flat out said it. I don't know. They say alcohol removes your inhibitions, and I don't know if I was drunk. I didn't feel any different. I didn't wake up the next day with a hangover or anything. But, so I don't know if I was drunk, or if I was buzzed, or if I just used it as an excuse to fly off the handle. I don't remember what my brain thought of in those exact moments. Headcanon time. Let me hear it. You're wrangling talk about crap about all of you. No one will hold it. You were so drunk you forgot it. You know, to be fair, the type of girl that Wendy was, she probably would get mad and beat me up. I wouldn't be surprised. I have conscious events of that whole evening. We didn't do much else that evening. And she eventually she took me home because I wasn't fit to drive. Well, I mean, I was fit to drive, at least I thought I was, but they didn't want to take any chances. Oh no, it was awkward. She had to drive me home. I remember apologizing and getting really kind of sad. Like, I was getting kind of desperate, but I'm like, something in my brain was like, no, don't lose all your composure, and because she doesn't care. She doesn't care about that, you know. She just wanted, you know, this was before she was dating someone else, so it didn't really, but, you know. If I could take it back, I probably would. But as a matter of fact that she always was, it felt kind of good to just tell her off that way. Because other people would say that to her, too. People would see how she would treat me, and they said I was in an abusive relationship, and I'm like, I didn't feel like it. She just wanted her you know, she probably wanted, I wouldn't be surprised. She probably still liked the attention. You're not supposed to have rights for things. But no, I felt bad about it afterwards, in a way. Like, you know, I didn't feel bad about saying what was on my mind, but I felt bad about putting her afterwards in such an awkward position. It's not right. I was immature and didn't know how to handle rejection in my first relationship. I didn't handle it very well in my second one either, but not nearly as bad as the first one. But, like, you know. And we're still friends. Me and her are still friends afterwards. I bet if I was to bring up the conversation, she and me would probably have a laugh about it, because she's that type of person. She was just way over things quicker than I was, because she was the one who chose to leave. I know, isn't that funny how it works? It just makes you act like children. But I was immature even without alcohol in my system at the time. I felt like but it was pretty immature of me to use alcohol as an excuse to be mean. That's not very quote-unquote nice guy of me to do. But my brain was like, you're hurt. It's not fair for her to treat you that way. It's like, it's not fair for her to hurt you and then still have you around and whatever. And I'm like, I don't know. At least you were based. But we're all fine now. Me and her are still good friends. I still don't care for her boyfriend on a level where it's like, well, you know, on principle, I don't like you. But true, I didn't have the guts back then when I was younger to flat out say it. It took me a long time to get that way with I'm fine too. It's just like my brain was always like, I don't want to rock the boat. I don't want to mess up things and make things even worse on myself. Because my thing is, yeah, you can leave at any time. You're not forced to be with someone you don't want to be with, and that's always true. Just always remember that, guys. And also remember to fish in the bushes. That's another very important thing you should always remember to do. Cast your line to the bushes and see what you catch. You might catch a bush fish. Anyway, because my brain was always like, you want to, I always wanted to be good at communication. Because I saw how it ruined my mom and dad's relationship. So I always tried to do that. But you can only do so much when one person wants to either lie to you or doesn't want to talk. You can't make someone else talk, especially when you aren't next to them and you live very far away. Even if she's a bush fish, she still counts. So it's like, yeah, but like, I always thought, what's worse, being alone, or being with someone but and being unhappy? Because part of my brain is like, well, being alone makes me unhappy, but if being with someone also still makes me unhappy, then what's the point? You know, there's things like that, and you have to make the big boy decisions. You know, I kind of did. It's like, she wasn't nice to you guys, and she wasn't nice to my family, and she was getting to the point where she isn't nice to my friends. So it's like, it wasn't good for anybody. It was like, and she wasn't nice to me after a point. And I'm like, I did everything for you, and I did everything a person could do living an ocean away, and you know, you just, it really is sound like a freaking, it is starting to sound like a drunken rambling at this point. It is unhealthy to depend on someone else wholeheartedly. I don't think it's bad to need help from time to time, or support, or companionship either. Those are they're good things, but it's also very, very important to be able to stand on your own 2 feet, because that way, if someone's not there to help you back up, you know how to get back up by yourself. And some people learn that the hard way, like I did, and it always hurts less the second time. They say that normally. I don't know. Who was fine with who? I'm confused by that question, so I don't have an answer. Moral of the story. Was there a moral of the story? I think I was just rambling. Like, it's always good to put other people before yourself, but that doesn't mean don't take care of yourself at all. Don't make yourself last. You always have to make time for yourself. And that's not selfish. That's you need to do those things. It's important because, you know, you can't count on everyone else to put you first sometimes. And sometimes they do. You know, you got people that put you above themselves. Those are good people, and you should pay that forward. But always make sure that you can take care of yourself, and you make sure so that way it's all good. It's always good to yes, I think that's good. You take care of those people, This way you would want them to take care of you. And then there you go. This is in the abridged chapter somewhere in the book. Moral of the story: Cotton Gobi is pretty small. Now go be in my pocket, Gobi, just like the Animal Crossing used to say. Whoops! I keep dropping this thing I have in my hand. If anyone wonders what I keep fiddling with and dropping on the floor, it's a Joy-Con strap block thingy. That's what this is. I don't know why I'm fiddling with it, but I keep fiddling with it while I'm talking, and I keep dropping it on the floor. Imagine shoving a live fish in your pocket. Exactly, right? I mean, I know the character allegedly has a rucksack, which is a backpack, but I don't know why they call it that. But it's not there on the person, so you might as well be shoving everything straight down in your pants, just like old Linky Poo does, you know? I mean, I don't, you know... There's no bag! I'm almost out of water. It's 10 o'clock. It's not as late as it was before. I'm gonna have to go to the circus soon. Yeah, amazing. And the fish can live longer outside of water than humans can live longer inside of water. If you think about it, if you were tied to a rock and threw it to the bottom of a water, and you you wouldn't be down there very long. But the fish can stay out of water for much longer than human can be in water, and it's kind of surprising. The bottom of the water. I'm so glad I chose to stream tonight. I just wish I had better teeth. This has nothing to do with anything. I just wish I had better teeth. My smiles look so stupid with half my teeth missing. I love how the freaking, Words of Wisdom chat has just decided to become quotes of mine out of context. That's just all what it is. Piggy! Yo! He's so cute! He's the pig from the Magical Melody. That's the mayor from the Magical Melody. We have, he doesn't look right in this game. It's so weird. We've only got one animal left to catch. I got a lion here. His name is Leopold. He may roar if you get too close. Be careful. Oh boy. We have, I'm petting the zebra. Ow, we have Reggie, my body is ready, the zebra. Oh, I don't know. I didn't put it there. Reggie is very shy. Please don't bother him too much. Don't ask him about Mother 3. Get that beach. And we have Elefante. Trunks, elephant. Trunks, love attention. You're lucky I might show you a trick. Yo, Trunks, do a trick. Can you do a thing? I want to see you do the thing, buddy. I want to see. Can you do a thing? I want to see. It's not a trick. It's a giraffe. Eunice the giraffe. Eunice loves children and lets them play on her long neck. I want to play on the neck! Yo, how do you do that? Don't eat my hat. I need that. Good boy. Good girl. Okay. There's nobody here to see the circus. It's just me. How's it going, Theodore? Finally! I want you to look for Humphrey the hippo. Humphrey likes to wet places like the swamps. Okay. I want to see the parade. Yo, he's got flowers in his nose. How do I... Is this how I watch the parade? The fair? You know. Welcome to Theodore's Circus of Wonder. I'm the Ringmaster Theodore. Thank you all for coming. Well then, let's begin the show. This was the namesake of the game here, ladies and gentlemen. First we have Reggie, Zebra, and Lynn the Monkey. Marvel at their amazing acrobatics. How does that zebra do it? Look at them go. Fantastic, fantastic, aren't they? Next up we have Leopold the Lion. I'll be playing catch with Leopold. Watch and be amazed, folks. Yo, this is the best that their line can do is play. Oh, yo! No, they're juggling! Oh, Lee. Oh, man, look at him move! Look at the moves! Look at him go! What a dazzling dexterity! No one knows what that stat does. Balls. Next we have Eunice the Giraffe. Eunice will be catching some hoops around her neck. Will she be able to catch all of them? Yo, look him go! Yo, she's got the moves! Indeed she can! Please give her a big round of applause! Encore! Who's left? Next we have Trunks the Elephant! Trunks will be riding a bicycle today! What? Let's watch his dynamic performance! Hammer throw skills are insane. Here he comes! Yo, look at that's a big bike! He's so good! He rides a bike better than I can. Yo, we popping a wheelie! That's amazing. He didn't fall on his keister. How wonderfully wonderful! Is that it for the show? Next we have Humphrey, I hope you're not lonely. Oh, last performance, the amazing duck, Waddle! What's the duck gonna do? This duck is ready. Okay. What's the duck doing? Well! That's it, today's performance. What's the pig do? I hope to see you all in our next performance. Good night! It's about to end the human race. Yo, it's 9 o'clock. It's time to go home. Yo, encore! Encore! See what? Oh, percent of its power. Yo, it's Gake. How's it going, girl? Girl. We're out here mooning the harvest right now. The entire local village there. Grr. Not copy pasting the lyrics again. To get all them animables back inside. We're gonna have to get another sody pop. Semi-drunk. No, she's not. I mean, probably is. She's a dirty alcoholic. Wait, that's not what you guys said. Get back in the house. Back in the house. It's the source of my power. It's an hour and a half, and we've only got through 2 game days. This game was so slow. It's so slow. I got through over half a season in this amount of time yesterday. I think. The table is rather cute. I like the blue. So blue pastel. Stay awake. We get more money. Ugh. It's kind of magical melody-ish, isn't it? Yo, it's raining today. That means... What's it mean? It means I'm gonna get myself a drink over here right off screen. I'm not gonna go very far. Don't worry. I won't leave you guys all by yourself. Oh man, everything is a little more spinning when I'm standing up. That's usually what happens. I'm right over here. Because I'm not the one string. Sit down. It's okay. That's okay, everybody. It's fine. We're all good here. We're alright. Yeah, Sora has an in real life sword now. It's okay. Does anyone want a fry? I got some fries for you guys. It's really good. A little stale. Yeah, I got a little bit of Pepsi Man here, right here. A little bit of the red stuff, the black cherry, cherry black. Ooh, tastes like cough syrup. Lord knows I don't need no more of that. Sora's a freaking anime protagonist. Thump is wrong with me. Everyone can see it. Gake, the thing is, or I assume. I had cough. Mom gave me cough syrup, cough medicine, and it's making me groggy. And this is what's happening. This is like sleep mode, you know. This is what's happening. I didn't have that much. I only had a syringe and a half, but I guess my body was not ready for this. You should have seen me about an hour ago. I don't know. It's probably because I'm already weak. I'm already a bouncing babby boy. Okay, we're not the same. Gake, you have cough syrup to escape your problems. I have cough syrup to escape my problems, but we're not the same. His Reggie was not body. It was no, it definitely wasn't. No matter which way you spin that, that's definitely Yes, that's definitely exactly what you just said. I wouldn't recommend what you just said to anybody, but you know, it's there for those who choose to partake, and we're not the same. True. But we are not the same. This is not a very cash money situation. No, I don't have any cash on me right now, so it's definitely that definitely lacks the cash money involved for this. Ow, it fell into my back. How did I not? I just walked through my horse! My horse just decided it didn't exist as I'm walking through. Based. I know I'm old when I don't I don't know what based means. I mean, I know now, but like, I didn't know what it was before. Reply. Now, where's my... There we go. Give me the milkies. You heading out, Gig? Starry-eyed vampire Batman. I mean, I would expect Batman to be a vampire, to be fair. Starry-eyed, not so much. Vampire, 110%. Pretty sure Batman was a vampire at some point of his history. I mean, it's probably true. He's been around for like, what, 60 years or something? I don't know how long. I don't know how old Batman is! Are you playing Red Dead with the Roy boy? Okay. Maybe if I'm not completely lost to the world, I'll join you afterwards. Have fun killing cowboys or whatever that you're doing on this fine evening on Red Dead Redemption. Don't just punch your sisters over and over again. I watched it. Your sister, your brother and your sister, you know. I saw you trying to bully your little brother. And I saw, I don't approve. Like, you know, but I mean, you're a grown woman. You do you want. But, you know, you're gonna have to deal with the repercussions of your actions at some point. Can you go to God with a clear conscience and say, I'm sorry, God, that I punched my brother when he was a woman in Red Dead Redemption 2? It won't happen again. And he'd be like, of course it's not gonna happen again. You're dead. It's in heaven. They don't have Red Dead Redemption 2 in heaven. Our servers stink up here. There's a mail in my box. Fantastic. Farm notice 3. Oh no, my taxes are here. That's their third notice. Oh, okay. No, that's different. It's freaking junk mail. A new product has arrived, the Shining Fertilizer. This product is sure to bring you healthy crops. Also, flower seeds and seedlings galore. Plant your very own coffee tree. Shining honeydew and strawberries are here too. Great for gifts or whatever the hell's heck you want. Come on down and give us your money. Marimba Farm. Yes. If heaven is up, should we be closer to the silent? See, that's what they want you to think. But in actuality, heaven's probably is another like dimension. Like if you could just go, it's like how, I mean, one would say hell could be on Earth because like Earth is hell because existence is pain, and they would be right. But like, you know, if you were to go to the center of the Earth, you wouldn't find, you know, demons. Maybe your own personal demons, but probably not like the demonic hordes of Satan down there. You probably just find lots of lava and death. Maybe an ancient civilization or two. You have to have an aether portal to go to heaven. Like you have to have an ender portal to go, a nether portal to go to the nether. Where you need a hell portal to go to hell. Hell's just not in here. You can't just dig down like Minecraft to get to hell. That's not how it works. Trust me on this. How doesn't it work? It's water. It's gotta be holy water. You gotta bless it by a priest. Then portal to the void. I think we're on the 3rd day today. I'm not exactly sure. I wonder why they started selling radioactive fertilizer. I mean, like, I'm not upset about it. I mean, like, why would I be upset about it? I just don't know why they're selling it. Like, is it because I did a good job? Did I cross all my T's and dot all my I's? I don't know. Like, I'm a good boy. I'm a good adventure boy. I promise I do my taxes. Is there taxes on Harvest Moon to do? I don't think there is. I don't even have a rent. They just kind of dumped me on the farm and it's like, here you go. Here's a house with a bunch of holes in it. I think my house still has holes in it. It's getting to be winter and I don't have my house fixed up. And you're gonna sell me radioactive dirt, ma'am. Thank you. It probably costs way too much. You're just trying to load on me and I don't appreciate it. Where is it at? It's right here. It's $300 for a bag. And that's just for one little spot. It's a dwarf house. They dig holes. Don't be racist. I'm not. I'm trying. As a certain someone used to always say, everybody's racist except me. Remember, kids, if you're white, you're probably racist. If you're white and you're ginger, you're probably even more racist than anything. But it's okay. You can be a racist sympathizer just like me. Don't worry. And saying that people are racist doesn't make you racist. That's not how it works. You can't make me. I'm here to stay. No, he's got a point. I don't know which point I have anymore, but I had one. Start somewhere. Hi, Renee. How's it going, girl? Oh, you like me? I like you too. That's great. Let's go. What's romantic? Let's go meet behind something. I don't know. I don't know. I have feelings too. I just don't know which ones they are right now. You want some tea? I brought you tea. It's probably a little bit stale, but it's pink, and, you know, girls like pink, and most of them anyway. Some guys like pink, that's fine. My brother has a salmon-colored shirt. It looks really good on him. It has nothing to do with being girly. It's just a color. In Japanese, the male color is pink. And the blue color is girls. And I don't, you know, we need to stop forcing our gender roles on poor, defenseless colors. They're not even sentient. They can't make choices based on that right now. And maybe someday they can become sentient enough to make a decision. I don't know. Drunk Tato flirting 101. It's okay. I'm perfectly fine. It's okay. It's alright. I appreciate everyone's concern. I'm just here to give everyone a good time for their Harvest Moon month, because what's a November without a little bit of mooning, huh? Right? Seriously. Ginger roll's bad. Ostrom. This is pink. Girls like pink things, right? I mean, girls like pink things. I mean, guys can like pink things too. I don't know. You're a person. People like pink things, right? I mean, I like pink things too. Like, Jigglypuff's my favorite Pokemon, and it's pink. I mean, and there's Kirby, and there's Kirby here. See, Kirby's pink. And he's a boy, so that's fine, right? Doesn't matter. Or boy Kerbo, he's Christian. He doesn't feel, you know, that gender roles are important and stuff. I need to change my profile pic from the Halloween one. Sometimes I forget because they're kind of like folly colors anyway, like orange. I don't have a Harvest Moon month one because Harvest Moon month doesn't have colors. It's, you know, so I didn't even get a drink there before I had the hiccup. I do like Kirby. What do I have? The shining duck egg. I have some perfect chicken eggs. When do I get the... when can I make mayonnaise? Is my house fixed up? Oh, I do. It is fixed up. Look at that. I mean, I got a lot of extra supplies, but the house finally is picked up. Why do I have all these flower pots and paint can? Look at this. My place is a dump. Why do the girls want to hang out with me? My house is a wreck. I can't even paint the whole side of the house the same color. Look at it. It's different colors of yellow. And anyway, what crazy person paints their house yellow? Like, seriously. Like, I get that the blue is a nice touch to the yellow, but it should be reversed. You should have a blue house with yellow touches, and it looks less stupid. And the roof is different colors. We got different colors of orange. And the little tiny roof there is like half white. There's a bunch of white right here. This place is a dump. It's the roof's caving in. There's holes in everything. This place is a disaster. And I've been here almost a whole year. And these poor animals live in squalor because I can't fix anything. I've got all this free time. And there's a duck in the sink, and there's a pig in the bathtub. I don't understand anything anymore. What's happening? This place is a mess. I know. You gotta pick better colors. This per tag has no taste. And where's the duck? The duck is missing again. It's a water tower. Where's it gonna go? It's a rubber duck. And why is my door green? Why is the door... What child vomited on my house? It's like someone they took the design of the colors of this house. They gave a kid a coloring book. And they're like, here you go, kid. Just take this and, you know, draw on it. And we're going to use those colors to make the house. And this is what happened. Pretty nice. Maybe the inside of the house looks like a 5-year-old's house too. Like, this wallpaper is disgusting. It's speckled. It looks like someone threw up in everything. Like, I like the blue and the white. It's nice, but it feels like a child's room. It feels like this house belongs to someone who's not old enough to be married and playing this video game. This game tackles mature themes, and that's the rucksack, not the toolbox, and I don't know what I'm doing. No lady's gonna come in this house and be like, dang, son, you got some sexy wallpaper in here. Have my children. That is not what's happening in here. This is put this in the freaking book on how to date. Make sure that if you want to have a lady or a guy, whatever the heck you want, make sure that your house doesn't look like this. You know, just paint it. Paint the walls a color. Take the wallpaper down. Get some regular colors. I don't know. You don't have to do black. You can do pastels if you want. There's nothing wrong with any color except yellow. No wall in any world should ever be yellow. Yellow is a color of pure chaos. I stand by that fact. That is not a drunken rambling or a cough syrup rambling. That is a legit fact. The color yellow should never be on a wall. But this is disgusting. It's like there's no rhyme or reason. It's like we got blue circles and green circles, and we have half cut open boiled eggs and pink circles. This is exactly what I'm trying to veto the sun. But see, we come over here, and the kitchen's really pretty. Like, the kitchen's pretty. Like, it's blue. Like, you know, blue and white. Blue and white's a good color combination. Like the counter is blue, or the counter is white. I'm sorry. The drawers and the walls, and good night, Sora, by the way. I didn't say it, but good night. Like, the blues here, and there's like the light blue overhang thing. You could have just made that white all together instead of making it different shades of blue, but I digress. You know, you could have done that. If this is the oven, what's this down here? I don't understand. Like, those are fine, but like that's I'm going into the woodcutters now and trying to sort out this nonsense, because what is this? Who painted my house? The house looked better before it was painted. This is just looks like someone threw up on it. It's like, who deliberately chose this? Like, you can see it's a work in progress, but it's like, why would this be the work in progress? What are you trying to strive to achieve? Having, you know, bear in the big blue house, but yellow? Bear in the big yellow house? I'm a bear now? Like, I've been wandering around since 6 a.m. It's 12 p.m. now, and I haven't done anything. This is just complete anarchy here. Like, I don't even know what to say about this anymore. It's like, anyone who's not here is just missing a complete rambling session of a lifetime. I'm not necessarily doing this on purpose. My lack of productivity is 100% exactly. It takes time and energy to stand around and berate my house for existing. I may have chosen to upgrade life, but I did not choose those colors. Is it the woodcutter's fault? The woodcutter might have did it, and if the woodcutter did it, why did he stop halfway through coloring the house? That was not an aesthetic choice. But then again, looking at the woodcutter's house here, maybe it was an aesthetic choice. Everything is pastel colored, but it's not even... Put that away! An ironic commentary on something. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I feel like if I had a philosophical topic to talk about, I'd just be going off. Like NFTs or something, if I understood that better. Oh boy. Let's see, what these are all... This is all the government. The government just sucks. Let's see. It's bad. Like, there's nothing good about it. Like, they're out there to get us. Okay, that was easy. They're here to destroy us. They're not here to help you. If anyone tells you otherwise, you say, what you think? You think someone actually out there gonna... Bro, the government can't even be paid to take care of you. I don't know what I'm saying. Buy buildings. That's what I came down here to look at. So, what are my options? Casual. So casual's what I have. Luxurious interior. Does it change the outside too? Because this is ugly yellow, the casual theme. Apartment renters who don't allow pets. That's stupid. It's like seriously, like, I'm already paying to live in your environment, and most of the time you don't even do what you're supposed to do, and you can't let a cat stay when you don't even have to pick it up. I have to do it. I have to do all of that. You're not gonna. It's my furniture that it's gonna ruin. Like, what's it gonna do? What's it gonna do? It's gonna pee on the rug. It doesn't cost several $100s to steam a carpet. It's not that bad. You just rent the rug doctor from the grocery store for $10 a day or something. That's not what I meant to click. I was trying to scroll, but there's nothing to scroll. Got luxury country cute. Based economic viewpoint. Next up. we got 20 questions going here, so let's see. I need $500,000 to upgrade a house. And I need 300 of everything. I've almost got 300 of everything. Is that how many zeros is that? At 30,000? 30,000? Oh, and that gives the mayonnaise maker for that one, for the coop upgrade. And there's the watermelon. I need a lot of money. Is what I'm starting to get the gist of here. I need money. Money! I've scared everyone away. Everybody is gone on this Sunday night. No one wants to deal with any of my antics right now. It's like, they're like, bro, he needs to stop. Everyone's asleep now. There's a lot to complain about out there. It's true. There's always something to complain about. And sometimes it's hard to stay positive. And it's like you go on these cesspools of websites like Facebook or Twitter or Tumblr. I don't know. I don't know much about the Tumblr or anything like that. And they just breed chaos and anarchy. It's because they have bots out there that are designed to ruin your life, basically. It's like they're there. Oh, that's the wrong box. Sorry. They're there to make you unhappy. You can't tell them apart because they're bots. They're robots. You can't tell the difference. You tell me you know the difference between a robot and a not robot. You probably could tell, but you still might not be able to tell. And you know that's okay. It happens. But like, you guys people put in so much time on these places that do nothing but make them upset and unhappy. And people wonder why everyone's always upset all the time. And it's just like, because you go out there and you subject yourself to bad opinions of things all the time just to argue. And you want to argue because you want to so desperately prove that you're right but be wrong all the same. And that was probably a Thanos quote, because Thanos is really insightful despite being a supervillain. And he's just like, you just out here I'm like, but they're wrong, and they can't. They're not allowed to be wrong. They need to understand that they're not based, and it's just like it doesn't matter, because robots are never gonna be based, and you know, they're just there to make the unbased people feel better by having a big bunch of people to listen to them, but no one's actually listening to them at all. It's just something to actually, you know, numbers and media. Exactly. You make an excellent point, Ice. It's like, it's like lots of stupidity stuff. It's like, I can't think of a great example right now. Robots don't, I just like, you gotta put that in the words of wisdom. That's like actual insight. I just like how you said it. It's for kids says robots will never be based. But it's like it's true though. It's like I watched a little bit of this video the other day, and it was kind of insightful. It's called, I didn't watch the whole thing because it was someone else showing someone else's video, because that's how they do it. And you know, my mom shows me things. It's like, it's called the dead internet theory, and it's like, I don't know if anyone's ever heard of it. I never heard of it before the video. And it's like the idea that the internet's not as big as we think it is, because it's full of robots and people that aren't real. It's like, have you ever gone into a chat room or something? Maybe not a chat room, but like a social media page, and you can see the bootlickers, and there are some bootlickers that seem like they're real people, and then there are other bootlickers that are just like, they just like be like, you can't be real. I think probably not. They're probably not. They're just there. I don't really know, man. No, not YouTube specifically. No. Old YouTube was great though. Or old YouTube videos is what you said. Oh, okay. I need to get my hammer time now. Wow. But and there's no stairs? There's the stairs. I need stairs. But it's mole! Got him. Okay, we're good. Yo, good. Let me hear it. It's complaining hour. Now trying to offer my YouTuber progressism. Break that down for me like I'm 5. I think I've heard the term, but I'm not smart. Yes, what is that? Why did that make me laugh so much? It's like isolates being my brain audibly right now, but like outside of my brain. I feel bad for anyone who actually doesn't want to be subjected to this larceny. This idiocy. Supportive homie, man. I'm about to have progressionism explained to me by Ramirez Mexican Taco Deadpool man. And none of that made any sense, so it is not a racist. I'm just like, oh, okay. I think we call them leftists. Or conservatives, I think is the right word. Karens. There we go. That's the words I know. No, Mole, come back! Needed to hit him in the head. Animal abuse here is is permitted, not prohibited. That's the wrong word. Stop! Don't hammer time. You ate half the U.S. Was it good? Do you feel full of grease and artery clogging food and extra large drinks? That's America. Florida. God bless Florida. Florida, is not America. I am convinced that it's part of its own reality. Florida doesn't exist in our realm of existence. I fell down the floor. What? You said you ate it. You ate America. Oh, I thought you said hate. You said ate. You said hate. I'm dumb. Never mind. I'm dumb. Oh no, I fell down the hole again. Humans in general do suck. There are people out there that don't. The internet's full of people that do, though. That's why it's hard to find real people on the internet. It's difficult. Which is why you're all welcome here. I can't offer you much, but I can offer you a place, a safe haven from it. Now that I've purged it. It's okay. It's all gonna be okay now. It's alright. Exactly. It's like as bad as why things like racism still exists. It still exists because people still let it happen. I like to think that the majority of people out there don't actually like racism. And who would? It's bad. I like all the homies. I don't care what color homie you are. If you're a homie, you're a homie. I'm not racist, but if you're an a-hole, I'm not gonna like you because you're an a-hole. It doesn't matter what color your skin is. Exactly. You can be mad at someone for choosing to be dumb, and I know some people that are like that. People who refuse to be educated. And then you got antagonizers who just want to watch the world burn, and those people are 100% real, and they are 100% out there just to cause division. It's theory time. Like, that's what I believe the government does. The government out here is to make people as divided as they can. And honestly, I feel like as time goes on, we're not unifying as a people. We are... I'm sorry, Melts. That was not a great out of context quote to come into, but it's not weird, I promise. You got untired. Thank goodness. But it's like the government doesn't care about you, I think. It's like the government over here, they want us to fight as much as they can, because you know what makes money? Conflict, opposing ideas, freaking what makes the news worthy, like confliction. It's like that kind of stuff. It's like, you know, it's all bad, and they like it that way. People do. It's like, that's why you only ever see bad things in the news. You never see anything good happen in the news. Sometimes you do. I mean, Americans did it too, because we're stupid. I don't want to get too much in on Blim, but because that's like a touchy issue for some people. But like, I don't approve of rioting, but I don't have any problem with people of any skin color. My problem with people is if they're an a-hole or not. Money. Exactly. That's a fantastic way to look at it. It's 100% true. Is there a freaking massage somewhere halfway through? Massage? Hot spring is what I meant to say. Somewhere along this way. That's fun. Oh, there's not hot spring in this floor, but there is a checkpoint. Well, not checkpoint, but a weird midway point. It's not even midway. It's like over half. I don't know. Anyway. I understood what you were trying to say. Basically, homies, just don't be horrible to people, regardless of whatever thing it is that separates you two, because honestly, you know, that's just what other people want. You can be friends or agree to disagree all the time, as long as you're not being obnoxious about the other homies, you know, or what I'm trying to say. People can be different and still get along. They don't have to be hand in hand. I think I'm the worst thing Twitter people has seen before. Okay, that's fine. I literally can fly between different conversation topics at the blink of an eye in my current mental state right now. Just be nice to everybody. But don't be a doormat. Because then you be like me, and people take advantage of people like me. Happens all the time. Or something. I don't know. So, let me think. You hate Nintendo? Why now, my good friend? As a Nintendo not hater, I want to understand. Be to humanity. Be yourself, be based, don't know the problems, and don't be the problem. That's all. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Melts. Honestly, actually, Nintendo's been pretty bad. Be woke, be cool. That's a good one too. That's a good one too. Don't be cringe. To be fair, Nintendo's been pretty negative lately, honestly, now that I think about it. Like they've done a lot of bad things. Making weak consoles. That's a fair point, honestly. Nintendo's been pretty bad lately with a lot of different things. Has maybe reconsider not buying Breath of the Wild 2? Goodness, I don't know if I'd go that far. I mean, it's a bad price point, but it's nothing I'm being forced to buy. It's a shame that you know, it's so expensive. But I get you. It's pretty bad. Now, if you got like a bunch of people splitting a family plan, that price is negligible, but still. No one forces anyone to buy it. You don't have to buy it if you don't think it's worth it. It may never be worth it, and that's cool too. The Joy-Con, I don't understand. Like, $50 for a single Joy-Con doesn't make any sense, because you can't do much with a single Joy-Con. You know, I'm hyped for new Kirby. I think you can still be hyped for a company's game and still think said company is just doing terrible things lately. That's how I feel about them. I don't particularly care for Nintendo as a company right now. They're kind of falling out. But then again, companies themselves are just becoming bad anyway. All of them are. Nintendo is just kind of being the least of some of them because of... Nobody was hyped to pay for online, true. That's true. Nintendo was pretty bad bandwagoning right off. At least with PlayStation, they actually sell you. Well, even if you don't get to keep it without the subscription, you get free games every month. You don't get access to a backlog or anything. Sora from Kingdom Hearts gives you very bad vibes. I don't know if I've heard that before. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of Sora. I never played his game. I want to sometime. I don't know if I'll do it on stream or not because of how long RPGs take. Yeah, if one bought the other, I'd be terrified. I don't think it'll ever happen, but it'd be terrifying. One person could have done that in the day. I mean, and here's the thing. Most of those 64 games don't even utilize multiplayer online support anyway, so what was the point? I would have rather them had more multiplayer games that start off. But then again, the 64 didn't have the best library. It had a good one, but we really want GameCube. Now, see, if it had been GameCube as well. Now, if they add GameCube later for the $50 price tag, I feel like if they added another Nintendo system library, I could see that more justified. But just this Nintendo 64 and Sega Genesis, nah, bruh. It's good service. I mean, if you're not going to play them, I had barely touched any of the Nintendo Switch Online service stuff anyway. Super Nintendo, Nintendo NES, like, I've done a little bit of it, but not much. I just don't care. I only really use it right now to get access to the stuff. I'm just debating whether or not to buy the Animal Crossing DLC separate or not. To have it, because you have, you know. But if more family members want the DLC, it might be worth it to upgrade. But it's not owned, but that's like the thing. But if they don't care about it, I might just get it for myself. Maybe. I'm playing a little bit of Animal Crossing to feel it out, honestly. To see if it's something I still want to put money into to play. Oh, hello. I just feel like the price point's pretty stiff. Use it to show your own Link to the Past. I feel if the Nintendo 64 had also came with the Game Boy games or Game Boy Advanced games, it would have helped a lot. Because it would, anything extra than just the 64 would have helped. Especially when you don't even have a massive amount at launch. Because they've been drip feeding us stuff for ages, and it's like no one calls them out on that. I don't dislike Breath of the Wild, Link to the Past, but since I had played it after I had played a couple of other Zeldas, it just didn't do it for me. Like, it just felt inferior to other entries, like, it felt inferior to Link's Awakening, to Ocarina to me. There was plenty of other better 2D Zeldas that I liked a lot more. The Oracle games were so much better. I had played all of those before Link to the Past. So Link to the Past just felt kind of like it was okay. Like, it wasn't bad. It's not bad. It's just, for someone who'd been a part of the series for a while and came into it much later, it just didn't offer anything super interesting, and it was kind of really weird how some of it was done. Like I said, I don't hate it. It just doesn't offer a lot nowadays, in my opinion. I feel like that's a heavy nostalgia game, but I also say the same about Ocarina. Ocarina is a heavy nostalgia game too. But I feel like anyone can say that about any game in particular that has this nostalgia bias. Though my favorite Zelda is Majora's Mask, and that was like my second or third Zelda game. Your grandma hates Valve. It's so funny to hear that out of context. Like my grandma hates Valve. Like, bro, same. I don't know why. And honestly, I think Minish Cap, while it hasn't aged great, it was still a pretty solid entry. I think the Capcom Zeldas are very underrated. Ooh. Because playing Team Fortress 2 killed my grandma. Slow down, Gas. I think it's midnight in the game now. Time to go home. Find a video game actually hurt a person. Man, what would the media do with that? I feel like I'm moving in slow motion right now. It's kind of weird. Especially with the music suddenly tone shifting. Media complains about it. Well, it's because the media just wants to ruin anything that gives people joy or happiness. Oh, man. Yo, I play Animal Crossing. Does that mean I'm going to turn into a drug dealer? It's the gun emoji's fault. I need to watch Chadtronic. I know what you're thinking of. Oh, Chadtronic. He's a character I can't watch too often because, man, a little while of him and my brain starts to mush because of his yelling. But he's funny. I love his Sammy Sonic fan videos, to be honest. I think he actually met up with the guy who did those videos at some point later. Can you imagine my character How does my character manage to get up at 6 a.m. every day? He stays up this late. Most of he gets like 12 hours of sleep. Yes, that would be him, Ramirez. Fry his copy of Venom. Sexual pre- That is so weird. What? Maybe that's is that a new one? That doesn't feel like new, like I've seen that. Unless my brain is mushed. It's because parents don't pay attention to what they're buying to their kids, you know? This is the same people that thought PictoChat would have rapists, or, oh, I'm going to drive in the car and PictoChat kids in the next window like a creepo. Oh, I love cursed commercials, though. Now he does, yeah. Content has run dry. How did I stay at 6 a.m.? How did I sleep on 5 hours? Guess I have before. I haven't seen him in like a year or something. Close to that. What's this? Oh man, my tab's up. Latest addition to our menu. A new cocktail and menu. Favorite of women, the Blackberry Cocktail. An aroma. A sweet aroma with a pleasant taste for a romantic night. And for the men, we have... Wow! I can't drink the blackberry one? What if I want that? The rice cocktail. It's a popular drink around the world. A drink with an adult perfect for a relaxing night. That's... Oh, romantic, relaxing. After work or on a day off, come by and have a good time! I'm just sliding away. I can't tell where I am in relation to my camera. Smash the egg with a hammer. Yo, my chickens are pooping radioactive eggs. I probably should take them to the doctor. Seriously, parents, kids don't talk or have sex-based things nearly as much as you think they do. Most kids don't care about that, and most kids don't even have the ability to have that happen in the first place. Especially this generation of kids. Or me, for that answer. Man, if them kids actually were figuring out how to do that as kids, man, they should share some of their tips with me. I have absolutely zero game. What am I saying? I'm just rambling. That's not a thing I should be doing or condoning. Oh, oh, Pokemon. Now, why would they carry these monsters in their pockets? Pokemon world is the world of the demonic. I've watched that little original skit, or not skit, that feature, and I've watched that video, that music remake. It's so funny. Pokemon power. My mom loves that. She thinks it's hilarious. The funny thing is my mom laughs at that, but she was one of those types of parents when I was growing up. Not at Pokemon specifically, but she was one of those types of parents where she would overreact to a lot of things. Weirdly enough, she never overreacted to Pokemon, which I thought was kind of weird in hindsight, and she thought it was hilarious. It's obviously a satanic salute. Well, based on the age gap that you've now presented us, Melts, I'm not surprised. Oh, the Necronomicon or something. Futaba's persona. Who else? Yo, Mewtwo out here doing Satan's work, apparently. Me? I'm a cleric. Wait, what? I'm a little brain compromised, but I'm pretty sure that those letters don't spell that. It spells Satan. Be like, what, bro? How that guy have any credibility? But then again, he's preaching to people who believe that nonsense out the gate. Like he says in Polyworthy. Bro, the preacher doesn't actually know his Pokemon knowledge? Dang, I can't take him seriously as a man of God. A real man of God would know that a Bulbasaur is a Bulbasaur, not a Squirtle! Or something, I don't know. I'm a man of God, and I know all my Pokemons. You go to hell before you die. My God. I mean, he probably was afraid of the internet, too. I can't go on the internet and research this stuff. The internet's where Satan lives. I don't know why this guy suddenly sounds like Goofy there. Oh, yuck. Well, gee, Max, don't you know? Pokemon and Google are all from the devil. Don't you know that, Max? You gotta know this, son. It's slowly turning into Foghorn Leghorn. Now, I'll tell you what, son, tell you what. Well, Google is evil. Exactly. That's not wrong. Anyone who called... Yo, you know who else is evil? Bots coming into my Twitch chat. Cuber Cole. Bye-bye. So he's a Satan worshiper too. See, that's the thing. Goofy's actually a hellhound. You just don't know it. Keeps the other two heads in his pants. Oh, sorry. You pronounce that Siberus or Sibris or Zooey Mama. I don't know. Get ready, boys and girls. Goofy, you talking over here about Satan again? I'm not. I'm not an atheist. I actually think this is satanic. Oh my god. As a also fellow religious person, but not to that way, there's nothing wrong with that. That's stop. 12 lashes in the name of God, of course. 12 lashes? Bring it on, big boy. I need to stop. Stop it. Stop me. That's not good. Ouch. You do this to yourself. I mean, it's true. Hop! Oh. Good morning. These are my true feelings. Thanks, babe. Have a tea. Wait, how do I get... Wait, am I actually good to get married? Wait a second. Do I need the level 2 house to get married or level 3 house to get married? What did you do? Kid Icarus? You mean son of Satan? Yo, my parents were on that kick for a little bit too, and then I think they realized, but we like Zelda, and they thought about it, you know, and then you know what? My parents asked me the most intelligent question Christian parents could about something that had gods and goddesses in it. They asked me, obviously, Now, you know this isn't real, right? And I'm like, yeah. And you know they're not real gods and goddesses, and it's just a story, right? And I'm like, yeah. And like, well, then we're good. And then there we go. We continue to have Zelda in the household, regardless of magic and stuff, because it's a story. It's pretend. It's not real. My dad was ahead of his time. My dad was one of those cool kid parents in terms of like, you know what? He can logically pick that out. My mom was a little bit of an extreme at certain points, but my dad was smart. I mean, they realized, they still didn't like things like based on wizards and witches. Let's say like shows specifically about that, like Harry Potter and junk like that. But also, to be fair, I didn't really care about Harry Potter at all in any way, so it didn't bother me. I've never been interested in the Harry Potter stuff anyway. It just never seemed interesting to me. Wizards and junk was not really my thing. It was more like medieval stuff was my thing. And superheroes. Some would say my mom is still kind of crazy or extremist. It's not. It's just like there's a few things that she just doesn't personally like, but like she's not a big fan of Wanda from Marvel being a witch, but like, whatever. Oh yeah, brother. No, how can fiction exist? No! It's bad because there's fairies and fairies aren't real. Seriously, yeah. But parents should really only have to worry about what their kids are doing when it comes to that stuff if they're worried that they're taking it too seriously. Like they're getting out of control and carried away and thinking it's like life, and that's a bit much. I would be concerned if I had kids that were doing that at all. You gotta be grounded in reality. Like, it's fun in games and all that. You can pick up a stick in the yard and pretend to be a wizard if you want or whatever, but then you start actually believing you can cast magic, and then that's when you start to need to be psych evaluated. Though I apparently had allegedly dated a witch. So I don't know if I have room to talk. No fantasy or imagination. Let me tell you a story. Wraps up in a blanket. Ice is ready for story time. Here we go. Let's go. It's story time, brothers and sisters. I think it's actually just brothers in here right now, but post people watching this later that may possibly be girls, get ready. Ramirez is gonna spin us a manly yarn. A real fairy in a jar. Ooh. That's all, folks. Interesting. Ooh, an extra life. Should die and have improvement. I want to play a Zelda game that's not Skyward Sword right away. $20 pesos to enter and see the fairy. Ooh, I want to see the fairy. I'd pay that for $1. $2. Don't mind me, I'm just quoting a movie. $2. I'd fall for that as a kid. Bro, for $1? Why not? Kids are stupid. Oh, there's nothing there. It's just invisible. Invisible. Don't keep us in suspense, my man. Hit us up with the rest of the story. Oh man, the media. Uh-oh. Something was odd. Why would you charge only $1 to see the fairy? That's a great deal. Not the media! Hey girl, got some tea for you. Herbal tea. Very tiny picture Pixie from the X-Men. I get irritated. We're gonna get kidnapping turn. That would have been sad. Dude, we almost entered the dark zone over here. The ultimate scheme. Woman's got a big smile all of a sudden. There you go, girl. I love how they had to change her size and outfit style just to fit in, to make sure she's not a lolly. She kind of was before. Hello. Thank you. Club, be proud. They asked for a refund. That sounds like a freaking Ed, Edd and Eddy scam. The guy didn't want to return the money. I mean, I wouldn't. I ripped you off fair and square. It's my money now. Oh my god! Well, that re-escalated quickly. What? No kidding. No fake. Oh my god. It's it's what? Dude, why? It's just so it's that went from 0 to 100 to 0 to 100. This is you what you're talking about. Pretty melody. Everyone appears to be happier than they usually are. There's an octopus in the pot. If you F it up, you'll get it. Oh my god. What's a life when $5 are on the line? $2! You know, my brother gave me the idea to watch this movie in stream sometime, and I thought it would be really funny because we just watched it this past weekend while I was sick. This week while I was sick, and it's called Better Off Dead from 1985. Has anyone ever heard of that or seen it? Because that movie is really funny. It's got that cult classic kind of vibe to it. It's a lot like was it like, is it Max Keebler's Day Off or something, or you know what I mean? But it's not a horror film. It's just a campy, like, weird little 80s movie. It's just really funky. Like, it starts off really weird, and it's weird the whole movie, but it starts off weird, and then you start getting into it, and it's just like, what is this movie? It's so weird. We'll have to watch it sometime. It's funny. What other movie would I compare it to? Kind of campy in the way of like the Goonies were, but like with less of a serious plot than the Goonies. Wait, what? Hi, how's it going? I guess we're having a cutscene. The first one of the stream. Hi, Father Percy Perry. That's what his name was. Oh, it's you, Rem. Didn't see you there. Well, no, you were turned around. Your tie's not on. So yeah, I'm doing fine, just fine. It's not like I got a crush on some girl or anything like that. Father, do tell! No, I didn't mean that. Intrigued is more like it. Hellfire! Dark fire! There's fire in my skin. I'm gonna burn Esmeralda at the stake. Besides, I'm too busy for the ladies. Yeah, that's it. Who's the girl? Actually, Rim, can you hear me out? Well, it's about Mira. She comes by here often. Oh, you're a MILF hunter, I see. Oh, okay. And she's recently widowed. Okay, I see what you're doing. She always seems so sad. It's so painful to see her like that. You thought of a woman and blushed once. I was hoping for that. Perhaps I'd be able to ease. I only think if you're Catholic or something, or something. One denomination. It's some form of denomination. Non-denominational. Now you're fine to marry. If he doesn't repent, hoping that perhaps I would ease some of her sorrow. Okay. But I can't understand her pain. She lost her husband and still hasn't gotten over it. That's not the word choice I would use. Getting over a death of a loved one, especially a spouse. I would not use those terms, Perry. Perhaps this is why you're not a very good priest. I don't ask for much. I just want to see her smile. That's it, really. So I thought I'd give her flowers or something as a present. But I'm not really good at reading women. I'm thinking that a calming blue flower would suit her. What do you think? Rem, thank you for listening. Please keep this a secret. Okay. My Bitcoin went down this way. Rem! Let's help Perry by growing some blue flowers! I have blue flowers. Well, gee, Perry, look at that! I happen to have some blue flowers right on my personage. How conveniently timed that I happen to have them in my back pocket. Hello, Rem. That looks like he's 10. Oh, is that... Can't be. He was younger in Tree of Tranquility, but they aged him up, I guess. Oh, thank you very much. You've looked for these? I'm very happy. He's not eligible, by the way. I don't know if that's because of age or because of occupation. They're very beautiful. I think it'll be perfect for her. Alright, bro. Go shoot your shot. Oh, wow! Right on cue! Hello, everyone. What's going on? Personage! Oh, my! Hello, Mira. Hello, Pastor. Those are pretty flowers. Oh, Pastor. Okay, so he is at least adult age. They're for you. The flowers, I mean. You're funny. I'll accept these flowers. What do you mean? They're very beautiful. My husband liked the color blue. Uh-oh. That was awkward. Is that so? Perhaps your husband would like it if you placed them next to him. Indeed. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Gonna have to try a little harder than that. I think it's best to see her smile it's best to just see her smile every so often. He's clearly a MILF hunter. Rem, thank you very much. As a sign of appreciation, please have this. What are you giving me? Got a recipe of vegetable juice. Okay! Well, I can make vegetable juice now. Recipe for body geyser. Oh, okay. That was random. Alright, well, I'll take them. Sure. Thanks, Perry. Good morning. I need to study more. But reading books will not teach me everything. Nah. Well, you gotta read my book about women, though. Okay, well, that was an interesting exchange. Vegetable juice blessed by God himself. Indubitably. Well, that was our cutscene quota for the stream. Book about women? What's this building? This building doesn't get used. There's no children on the island. There's no school. What in the is a body geyser? Drugs that you should probably not ingest without medical permission. The gift of the Lord. Good morning. Did you hear the bell's melody? It filled my heart with happiness. Yes, I did, Hamilton. Would you like some tea, you old crone? Oh, thank you very much. I like this. Oh, okay, I take this all the time. Drug shot. Pepsi Man. With Doctor Strange uses for space. Hello, Simon. Good morning. If things don't work out as planned your first attempt, keep working at it. Alright, bye! Bye-bye! I believe I will end stream after this game day, whenever the heck that happens. I want to see... Well, I was going to say I want to see if dinner's made, but I forgot dinner was pizza tonight, and I've already eaten pizza. Where's the... Yeah, the little path to the mines is just over here in this little secret spot. Watery cave entrance. Adios, Ramirez. See you next time. Well, this has been quite the interesting stream. It doesn't feel like it's been as long as it has, but it definitely has. It feels like it's been longer than 3 hours for as much rambling as I've been doing tonight. I think the medicine... Well, the medicine's still in effect. I just don't have anything to talk about at this exact moment. The weird thing is, the moment I stop talking, I feel like I have been talking non-stop tonight. So when I'm quiet, it feels really, really weird right now. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon vibes. Yeah, I feel that too. That's not... Oh, how may I offer you some tea in this trying time, Mole? Okay, you weren't supposed to be able to get away when I was in a menu, but alright. Oh, no! Confusion gas. Ugh. Gotta snort all the confusion gas in this cave. Oops. Gotcha, Mole. Yo, we got a Montana route. Montana. Oh my goodness. Goodness, I felt like I closed my eyes for several minutes there and just that 5 seconds. Or however many seconds it was. Got that moly mole. Yeah, we definitely gonna end after this day. That way, in case I get any more tired, I can just pass out. Talking definitely kept me from getting sleepy, but like, man, the vibes of this area are too chill. I want to play more video games. I haven't been doing a lot of that. I've been doing a lot of writing. And I feel like with my streams, I've been playing the same games, and I've been having a hard time getting any of them finished. Finished a bunch of them with Halloween, but like, I haven't been getting nearly as many done as I feel like I did last year, which is weird, because I was dating most of last year, so I'm not exactly sure why. You know, it's always surprising how nice those coats that cover just your torso really can be. Especially the especially padded ones with the insulated ones. Like, you would think with your arms out it wouldn't be very warm, but it keeps your core super nice and toasty. Hey! You weren't dismissed. Yeah, I never feel like I have enough. There's too many things to do in a day nowadays, especially if you have work. Freaking poison gas, get out of here. What I wouldn't kill to have some time manipulation. Though I feel like if I had a power to pick, it'd probably be teleportation. That's just my type of jam. Uh-oh. That's true, but then you actually have to physically do it. Say if you wanted to teleport somewhere you couldn't actually reach by just feet, you know, you wouldn't be able to do it. Like, if you froze time, you can't cross the ocean that way, unless you wanted to swim. But it would take so long, you know. But I'll admit, for average use, steal a plane. I guess that's true. Could steal a plane, I suppose. I feel like super strength's such an easy power to talk about. Some people say they love to be able to shoot laser beams out of their eyes. I'm like, all the time in the world. I mean, I guess that's a very valid argument to make. Well, that still's a little broken because that's just having all the powers at once. True, having infinite time. It's like the villain, the guy from Megamind. He's super fast. He can do everything in super speed. Basically, he's so super fast that he basically can manipulate time itself, which is kind of cool. Like, yeah, or the Groundhog Day. That's fair. Markiplier. The power to be Markiplier. Oh my goodness. Don't feel like I had much use of the power to be Markiplier. Though I'm sure he's quite the ladies' man. Or at least he seems like he would be. So much poison gas today. The thing is, I feel like people can say wait, Mark actually mastered that ice sculpting in a day? Or are you talking about something else? I'm not sure if we're still on Markiplier or not. Oh, Groundhog Day. Okay, fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. I was confused. I haven't seen Groundhog Day in years. What would be like? Obviously, superpowers can probably be in anything in this day and age. But out of the kind of standard superpowers that you get that most superheroes have in most forms of media, which one do you think is the most useless out of the most mainstream superpowers? I feel like, in my opinion, like heat vision might be one of the most useless, because it's just like, sure, it'd be pretty cool to burn your enemies to dust with heat vision, but like outside of combat, what else are you gonna use heat vision for? I can't think of any practical applications you could do with heat vision in your everyday life. Maybe be able to light stuff on fire if you need to. Can be supplied by an air fryer. Clearly, you don't own an air fryer. Oh my god, Superman's heat vision outclassed by one air frying boy. Well, actually, Superman, you clearly don't have an air fryer. I can see Lex Luthor saying to Superman, clearly, Superman, you don't have an air fryer with built-in kryptonite lasers. I love that meme. It's so stupid, and I love it. Oh, that was a pearl. I thought that was a mushroom for a second. Sleeping gas. Oh, that's not good. Oh, boy. I'm already sleepy in real life. Now I got sleeping gas to deal with. Wait, what did I click? I mean, what else? Freeze breath, not nearly as useful, but, you know, it could be helpful on a cool day if you want to cool off. You just blow cold air into the air, and you could get a little bit chilly. You know, cool off or something. Or, I don't know. Being able to freeze stuff could have some uses. I feel like it's have more uses than heat vision, but I don't know. Super strength, honestly, low-key would be pretty... I feel like if you were to tier list superhero abilities... honestly, Aquaman's ability just to swim would be nice, honestly. If swimming was considered a superpower, I'd put it pretty high up there. But super strength, low-key, a pretty useful superpower because it can have a lot of everyday uses. Plus, it can make travel good because you could just leap across areas with your super strength. I think it'd be kind of cool to talk to aquatic creatures. Being able to breathe underwater itself is a pretty cool ability, especially in everyday life. Imagine if you could. What's what I mean? Not being able to talk to fish much, unless you like worked at like an aquarium or some nonsense or something that would involve that. But being able just to breathe underwater is a pretty interesting ability. That's true, yeah. and being able to not be afraid to be out in the water, because anything that could kill you in the water, you have control over. That's kind of pretty cool. It's not like high tier superpower, but honestly, I could argue it has similar applications to everyday life, like super strength, but just different ones. Plus, if you were like a Coast Guard or something, man, you would be like one of the best Marines in the world if you could breathe under the water and control ocean life. Especially if you were an environmentalist. Invisibility, I feel like not really as useful in practical everyday life. Like, it'd be great to, you know, avoid people, but like... Or, you know... But then again, what kind of invisibility is it? Like, where you turn invisible but your clothes are there? Or visibility where everything is invisible? I don't know. Visibility is cool, but I don't know if it has as... I mean... Maybe I just can't think of anything right off the top of my head that would be super useful for. Well, already invisible. Trying to think of... I'm sure there are some pros and cons. To be able to be invisible. I can't think of a whole bunch right now. I can think of some inappropriate ones, but that's also inappropriate. I wouldn't call that a massively big skill in everyday life. True, getting out of any social situation is great. Getting out of any sort of danger would be pretty cool because of it. The ability to fly wouldn't be too bad. I feel like that would always come with more problems and questions than things that would help. But being able just to fly instantaneously still has uses. But I feel like flying needs to have something else with it, because just being able to fly feels kind of weak in comparison. Like, not a lot of superheroes have just the ability to fly. They usually have something else to help even them out, which is kind of weird to think about in some ways, because it's like you would think just being able to fly would be enough, and for the average person, if you're not dealing with supervillains, flying would be pretty sick. Psychic powers, I think, are super cool too. I feel like psychic powers would be in the up there echelons of superhero powers, because psychic abilities are could be lots of things. But if you have to narrow it down, maybe like telepathy, I think that'd be pretty one of the most useful abilities I think you could have in superpowers. I feel like, because you could do literally anything. Psychokinesis could be flying, but better. That's a fair point, because that's like levitation, and you're flying with your mind. You're using your own mind to make yourself fly. That's fair. Hypnotizing people can be kind of useful. I would say reading minds could be useful, but at the same time, I feel like that's just, I feel like being able to read minds makes more problems than it does, solve more problems in everyday life, if that makes sense. Personally, I feel like reading minds is something I feel like... Because, like, just because you can do something, does it really mean you should? That kind of moral question, I guess. Less of a moral one, and more of a, do you really want to be able to know what someone's thinking? Yeah, telepathy and kinesis are really good on their own, and then together they're like really, really strong. Being able to change to giant specifically feels a little less useful. Like, it could be useful, like, if you can choose how big and stuff, it could be useful. But if it ripped your clothes off, it wouldn't be useful. I feel like being able to shrink could have some abilities, have some usefulness too. I can think of some fun things to do with shrinking, but as far as practical in-life application, I can't think of as many times that changing size would be super useful. That's true too, Ice. What the heck is that? Oh, freshwater prawn. I feel like super speed would also be pretty handy, depending on situations. I feel like a lot of superpowers would come boil down to good in certain situations, but then there's a couple standout ones that just stand above the rest. That would be a fun thing to tier list sometime. It'd be kind of fun. Like, super speed feels like a worse version of time-based powers. You mean like Shazam? I feel like any kind of energy-based powers have even less situational use than others, I feel like. Like, if you could use your lightning powers to make generators and stuff out of thin air, it'd be amazing how much power, like, how much good you could do for society. Oops, I didn't mean to pull that back in. It's a weird question. I feel like super intelligence or super is another pretty useful ability, but like at the same time, it doesn't feel like a superpower. It feels like it borderlines the psychic based abilities. That's an interesting concept. You don't see that concept too often. I think the idea fits really cool. There's all kinds of different powers. There's like also some weird ones like being able to, like a Beast Boy where you like change into animals and stuff. More really weird situational powers. Intelligence is overrated. I feel like that is Zero or Junko. That's true. Yeah, super intelligence seems like the kind of like the thing that leads to usually super villains or clairvoyancy. One of the two. Shape-shifting, free-form shape-shifting, way cooler than just specific shape-shifting, obviously. Prop hunt in real life. That would be kind of fun. Goodness, that day felt like it took forever. I know I dragged it on a little bit there near the end, but like... Alright, I'm going to save here, I think. I think we're gonna... It's almost midnight for me. I started at 8:30, so I think we've done some decent progress today. We are almost done with autumn. The next time I stream this game, we'll probably finish out the fall. I transformed my ideal self. Kind of like Ditto then, or something. I'm trying to think of any other really cool superpowers that I can go over real quick before we stop. I don't know. We covered a lot of the basic ones. A lot of the very standard ones. I feel like. Can shape-shifting allow you to instantly shave? I don't know. Interesting point. I guess why not? You're just basically shape-shifting yourself, but that's like at that point, like how much of you is actually you? That's a cool form of shape-shifting as well. Kevin 11 was an underrated character, I feel like. Well, he probably wasn't in the end of things, but like, no one talks about characters like that anymore. The Ben 10 stuff was cool. I feel like magic is another. I don't know if you'd consider that a superpower. I feel like magic's big enough. I don't. I feel like magic's a vague enough superpower that it can, kind of like a Scarlet Witch situation where it's like, it's so overpowered because there's not really any lines of what you can decide, what you can and can't do with magic. It's kind of like, almost like psychic abilities. It's like you're just limited to what your brain can do. Kind of the same, feels like the same with magic. Poorly explained powers are always OP because they can just literally just bullcrap anything. Usually the trade-off is you need lots of training and dedication to master them all because they're so full of chaotic energy and they're just like, it's hard to manage it because it's like there's so much possibility at your fingertips that you become overwhelmed. That's usually the Force. Space wizards, there you go. The Force literally is just the MacGuffin of anything. Kind of boring in a certain way. You can Ex Machina out of anything, yeah. And honestly, writing situations where to keep a character interesting can be difficult when they can just do whatever. Built-in Egg McMuffin. My superpower is to create one McChicken every day. That's the power. I can only do it once a day, but I can make one McChicken every day. Just conjure it out of nowhere. It doesn't matter how. It's just a McChicken. I wouldn't mind having that ability. Just conjure up a McChicken. Time is very good though. Time is probably would definitely be would definitely be a top tier power for sure, because how much time can do. It's almost as OP as psychic powers or magic powers. Yeah, realistically, one guy with the time stone. That's why I felt like in that situation, like, ugh, we only have one history where we win. I'm like, that's bullcrap. You have the guy that can literally control time around you. Granted, he never even used it on Thanos the whole time, so, I mean, who knows? He could have beaten him. That movie didn't make much sense. The pizza slice that always regenerates its pizza. I had pizza for dinner. It was pretty good. Domino's is good pizza. I think I will be escaping the stream now. What's my work schedule for this week? Let me check that real quick before we head off so I can give you guys a proper next time situation. Because I'm probably going to have to try and go to work tomorrow. Tomorrow the 8th? Yeah, tomorrow's the 8th. Okay, so I'll probably be back Tuesday night for streaming because I actually have Tuesday night off. we'll probably stream something that isn't Harvest Moon. Like, we might jump back into either Pokemon Coliseum or Dragon Quest 11, because those are still ongoing, and I want to finish. I would like to finish Dragon Quest before the year is over. No. I'm just trying. I'm trying to make sure we have variety, so that way people who don't want to just watch Harvest Moon all month have a little bit of extra spice in their life. You know, we gotta, have something going on for those that don't like Harvest Moon every single day. It is only the first. This isn't how this relationship works. Kind of like how for Spooktober our variety was just Utopia. You can't see other games, only me. This is why I don't like commitment. Oh, my cough feels better. That's a good sign. That cough was not nearly as gruff as most of my coughs have been all day, so maybe I am getting better. But anyway, I'll sort it out. We will be back, I guess, Tuesday night for a stream. Maybe medicine is the best medicine is laughter. But thank you for joining me tonight, guys. We'll be back Tuesday with something. Harvest Moon Month is still in full swing. I've got more stuff planned, as long as I'm not still sick for said plans. So we'll figure things out. It's just like real medicine to get you strong. Oh god, this was a fun stream. Oh man, I should do streams under the influence of cough syrup more often. So we're gonna sit here and have our boys sit here waiting for the next stream to happen. Eventually, we have a lot of things that could be happening at the ends of next stream. Remember, both the animals. Probably not a good thing to encourage that. So I'll see you guys Tuesday for something. Have a good night, guys. I'll see you guys then. Thanks for joining me. Hope you had a good time, everyone, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye, everybody.